Okay. There it is. There it is. And my sound is working. I hope it's not too loud. Hey, Maya. I've got my second phone up. So I can see all the comments. Hey, Susan. I gotta do a little organizing first. It has been a hot minute since I've done any major projects for my diamond painting. I've just been doing little snack-sized pieces. Which I've been showing on my channel. Ooh, hair. And I have this acrylic piece that is a stand-up welcome sign and has a little basket that will sit right here. And a base that makes it a counter sitter, like this. And little little pieces that will sit in the little basket on the back of the truck. So I'm going to do this for my shop. Hello, fall. Give thanks. St. Patrick's Day. Hello, spring. Snuggle season. Hop on it for Easter. About to drop these. Santa. Valentine's Day. Farm life. This one is super cute. Sunflowers are one of my favorite flowers. So this one's got a lot of sunflowers in it. The Give Thanks one has a lot of sunflowers in it. And then 4th of July. And then Hello Sunshine, which is chock full of sunflowers. I can't wait to do that one. So, and then the rest of the pieces to make the basket on the back of the truck. Hey, girl. Hey, Eric. So, but my kiddos decided to spend the night with friends. Hubby is on night shift, so I have the entire house to myself. Loving it. I have been so exhausted that I ended up catnapping most of the day. And so I am wide awake. Yes, Pup Gone Wild. And I don't do well when I do that. I get really anxious. and I overthink a lot, and every little sound makes me jump. Um, so uh, one of the things that I do to help calm me down a bit and help with my anxiety is diamond painting. And I've not been doing a lot of it lately because I've been doing a lot of the flyers and designing a lot of that stuff. So I decided I was going to take the night off from all of that. Yeah, see, and that's what I ended up doing today, Eric. I catnapped most of the day with my service dog, Mona. And I think she might be outside. I've got the back door open so the dogs can come in and out as they want. And so I'm just taking the night off. I'm taking a little bit of downtime. Um, and I'm diamond painting tonight. I'm taking some mom time and just doing what I want. So, but I know the community has had a lot of stress. And then now, with Tony, I just wanted to come on tonight and come together in a place that we can build our positive energy together and just, whether you pray, whether you believe in good vibes, positive energy, healing energy, whatever you believe in, that we can bring it together as a group and send it to Natalie and Tony. That's, we can come together and heal our community, spend time together and just hang out and build the positivity, within the chat, and just send that to Tony and let Natalie know that, we are sending her everything we can, no matter what it is that we believe in. So that's why I decided to go ahead and come on tonight. I was just gonna leave it and just me and my diamond painting, but with everything that's going on, I think something completely off topic and just hanging out together is gonna be good. So I went ahead and turned on my camera, and here we are. And I think together as a group, we can send them a ton of good vibes, healing energy, and positive energy. So here I am, and just to hang out. So, like I said, I've slept most of the day and kind of hung out in a few chats. But I've had a very relaxing day. Kind of what I needed, because it has been go, go, go for me for weeks. So I kind of needed some downtime. And so I took advantage of that today with the kids being gone most of the day and then ending up spending the night with their friends. And just a FYI, if you ever diamond paint, try to, and you're doing smaller pieces like this and you take the whole sheet off, mark which side the top is. Because if you go to replace your plastic and you put it on backwards, it doesn't always come off as easily if you put it on the right way. So, just a little tip if you ever get into diamond painting. But yeah. Hey, Dr. Mark. So I just wanted to hang out tonight and just kind of relax with everybody. Hey girl, I appreciate that. I just try to do what I would hope people would do for me. That's really what it comes down to. I try to put out and try to do what I hope others would do for me. Number 19. Oh, Sherry, you are so gonna have to show me. When you're done with those, send me a picture of my email, for sure. I definitely want to see squirrels. So I know many of you know that I don't, even though I protest in Vegas, I don't actually live there. Um, but we will be heading back again next week. We've got some work we'll be doing for my family member so that they can finish up some other projects. Hey, Momo. That need to be finished up, diagnosed and finished up, but we've got to do a little bit of demo work. Hey, Kimberly. So we'll be heading back for the weekend, and we'll be heading down Thursday when I get done with work. So once we get there and figure out the game plan, then I'll know more of when I'll be over to protest. But I have another project that I'll be working on throughout the week that I will be taking with me. So, yeah, I never got into Doctor Who, Sherry. Never really got into Doctor Who. So I'll have my signage, of course, and then, of course, the one little electrical box that I can put my flyers on. And then I'm going to have some foam board with some pictures. But I'm not going to reveal all the details about that until then. Sorry, Sherry. But I'll have my foam board for that little project, and I'll be working on that through the week. Maya, I have seriously thought about it. I have enough. I lied. I lied. I let my youngest have my spare diamonds. I lied. I have to build up my collection again. I did have enough. I have to build up my collection again. And I will. It doesn't take me long once, you know, I have enough. It says welcome on the truck. Let me hold it up so you can see it a little bit better. And then, oh, you got in a little late. So it has a little, ooh, almost dropped my pen. It's got a little basket, like rails that go on the bed of the truck. And then these little inserts right here that are for the seasons and the holidays. So they just sit inside the basket. And it's just a counter setter. Like it just sits right on the counter. It's got a little base that it sits into and sits right on the counter. So it'll go to the shop and sit right on the counter at the shop. I just thought it was so stupid cute that I had to have it for the shop. Oh, yes, Maya. And there's different, if you go on Etsy, Etsy has got a bunch of small shops that sell all the, oh, thank you. Hey, girl. Yeah, I love my nails. I used to do them myself, but I just don't have the time. So I get them done now. Um, but they're my nails with just acrylic overlay because my nails are so thin with my job. If I don't have them done, or at least have the acrylic, my natural nail is so thin that I'll snag them on stuff and I'll rip my nails off. And being that I'm in so much water, um, when I rip my nail down halfway down, you know, it just takes so long for that to heal because it's down into the quick that it's just real painful. So I just, yeah, it's, if I can't afford to get them done, then I do them myself. And I keep acrylic stuff here so that I can do it. Sometimes I do, Mark. Usually it's, hey, MD. Usually I'll do recorded videos, or I do have a few shorts of like the snack size pieces of diamond art that I've sped up into shorts. I think I might be doing this a little bit more often. I do have other crafts that I do, and I also do have crochet that I do teach crochet. I need to get back into that too. But there was just so many people and new channels that were starting with protesting that I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of creating for protest flyers and things like that I haven't had. I've been focused there to make sure that there is enough material for people and the different styles and stuff that of people to reflect. That's what I'm trying to say. Trying to make sure that there's enough flyers to reflect the different styles of people who are protesting. So I kind of shifted my focus for the last couple of months to mostly doing that, doing a lot of research, you know, for other things as well. So some of the other things on my channel have kind of gone to the wayside. So now that I've got so much material up in the Dropbox for the protesters, and it seems that the new channels are slowing down a little bit for now, I can go back to some of the other material that I do and the other content that I do on my channel. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Sherry, yeah. I never went to school for nails or anything. I actually went to school to be a teacher. I do have a college degree. Um, n Not for being a teacher. Life got in the way, but I do have a college degree. Um, but I got into grooming accidentally when I was in college over 20 years ago, and here I am still doing it. So I just enjoyed it so much that um, I'm still doing it. I find a lot of peace and joy with what I do. Um, I enjoy what I do. So, yeah, I've had one other job early on when I was still in school that I was an assistant manager um, at a convenience store, gas station slash fast food store restaurant. When I had to start working at night to complete classes during the day. Um, and then outside of that, early on, I've been grooming pretty much ever since. So, yeah, I think I missed something. MD, yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to come on tonight, just do something different, just to kind of hang out and give everybody a break. Um, Also to kind of just create some positive energy, you know, so that we can kind of send that positiveness to Tony and Natalie. So that's what tonight is all about, just hanging out and creating some positive energy. So, Sir Crepitus, yeah. I have done that myself. I actually have two big crates with small paintings that are like 11 by 16-ish sizes. And then I have a whole corner behind my backdrop that's for my that you usually see behind me. There's actually storage behind that for my craft stuff. And there's a whole corner of my really big paintings. Um, the buying can get out of hand very quickly if you're not careful. Yeah, see, Cherry, I couldn't be licensed. I don't have the patience for that. I could barely sit still long enough to do my own nails. I was constantly messing them up, which was why it took so long, which is why I just don't have the time to keep doing them now that I can afford to have them done. Oh, MD, you didn't have to do that. I greatly appreciate it, but you did not have to do that. The only reason I even have that is because I had so many people asking to buy like my stickers and stuff. I'm not dealing with the taxes and all that I would have to do in order to sell. So I set that up as a way that people could donate as contribution for the materials. That was it. But I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love that you guys are talking to each other. Craft night, yes. Is that Janelle or Janelle? One for Janelle, two for Janelle. Janelle, okay. I always try to make sure I get people's names right because I'm horrible with names. Yeah, Sherry. I'm not a cancer survivor myself, but cancer has affected my family, so um, I hear you. That's kind of why I wanted to, you know, I definitely wanted to do um, something special. The next time I leave the house, I'll be running back by the shop and checking my tip jar. And I'm going to send a little bit to Nance for legal, and then the rest of it I'm going to send um, over to Nat. So, you know, when I do donations, that's, you know, how I do my donations, out of my tip jar. So, I just, I cannot imagine what they are going through. I cannot. I'm praying that Tony pulls through. Um, it's hard no matter what. It is hard no matter what. So, I wanted to give a space tonight to where we could just hang out, gather, and create a ton of positive energy to send their way, whether it be prayers, healing vibes, healing energy, you know, whatever you believe in, and you know, send it their way. So, oh, MD, I enjoy it. I I enjoy making the flyers. Um, you know, a lot of the sayings I get and that I use are actually quotes from you guys, the streamers. Um, anytime I borrow a quote, you, and I've even borrowed one from you. I quote you guys um, with your channel name and put it on the flyers, and you know, so I enjoy doing that. Um, for me, it's just another version of crafting. Um, but it can get a little heavy sometimes because I do have to watch and listen to a lot of the streams. And that's kind of what right now I kind of just have to take a little bit of a break right now. So um, I'm taking some time off. Just taking a little break. Hey, Carrie Ann. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, with all of this, you know, I just have to tune out a little bit. And that's what I've done. I'm just kind of tuning it a little bit. Georgie, come inside. So, just taking a little downtime. What'd you do, baby? Oh, you caught the box? Okay. So, just changing things up a little bit tonight. Trying to just lighten it up for everybody, because I think we need that. Yeah, Sherry, it does. It really does. I also have a client right now that is just beginning her battle. So I'm right there with you. It's tough, and I told her if she needed anything to just call me. So, but sadly, where I live, there are still a lot of people that are struggling with abnormal things. And they are still accepting applications for downwinders. So I don't know if any of you know what that is. But when they did the nuclear tests for World War II, some of that fallout came up to this area on the winds. And some of the older generation still qualifies. Hold that thought. Georgie? House! Now! So some of the older generation is still dealing with some of the fallout, literally. So there have been a lot of odd things with some of my older and elder clientele. So, yeah. Yeah. You know, sometimes that's what we all have to do. Sometimes I might have to run upstairs real quick and close the door if he doesn't stop barking at the neighbors. Funny thing is my neighbors will yell at him too. They love him to bits. So, but yeah, they'll put him into his place if he gets too wound up at them. Sometimes, yeah, it doesn't matter what the topic is, whether it's this, whether it's anything else. Sometimes you just have to take a break for your own self. Lisa, yeah, you've done a lot. You have absolutely done a lot. Tuesday will come quick, I promise. Oh, Dr. Mark, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sorry, Sherry, I'm sorry for your loss. 26 years. Yes. Awesome. Hi, Georgie. Are you done yelling at the whole neighborhood, telling everybody about it? Are you done? Mona, leave him alone. Georgie, don't be getting into nothing either. Oh, schnauzers and their noses, I swear. Lay down. I know your girl's not home. I know your girl's not home. I know. Poor Ting. Moping around. Are you seriously crying? Oh, you poor Ting. Come here, Georgie. Come here, Georgie. Settle down. Okay? Your bigger dog Rhodey already, and you just got a bath yesterday. Oh, he's something else. You're gonna behave. I'll go close the door if you can't behave and stop yelling at the neighborhood. So George is, what, 7 now? And he's my schnauzer, but he actually belongs to my youngest. He is her shadow. My dog, but her shadow. Hey, quit scratching. And she is turning 11 towards the end of the month. And she just gave him her first haircut yesterday. It was the cutest thing ever. And she didn't do too bad. And Mona is, of course, my dog. So she is my shadow. And she is the one you see in my profile picture. All right, I mean it. No yelling at the neighborhood. Be nice. Why don't you get in bed instead of laying behind me? Because if I need to get up, I'm going to roll over your piggies. Don't backtask me, goofy girl. All right. I'm going to go back to diamond pink. Why don't you get in bed? No. Why don't you get in bed instead of laying behind me? Yes, I'm diamond painting. I know. I know. But you can't climb in my lap in this chair because it's got arms. It's my other chair that you can. I know, goofy girl. Okay. Why don't you get in bed? Why don't you get in bed? Don't give me that look. You're fine. You're not neglected. You are so far beyond neglected. You are rotten, is what you are. No, goofing at me. You are not neglected. She's sitting here. She's a talker, so she has that pity. It's not quite a growl. It's just like a rumble. And when she's not getting her way, she has a certain little rumble that's, it's so hard to explain. When she doesn't get her way, it's like, oh, I know you just did not huff at me. Seriously? Oh, that does not surprise me, Dr. Mark. Does not surprise me in the least. Now, George would do something like that, but he would eat the wrapper and all. He wouldn't care. And Mona, being a pity, um, well, so she's a rescue. Hey, Sunrise. Um, but she carries the characteristics of a Staffy. So she's a little bit shorter, a little bit stockier. And she's not that athletic. Let's just say that. She's very clumsy when she's running. She's muscular, but she's not athletic really at all. And it's absolutely hilarious. So she doesn't move very quickly at all. So her trying to pull that off, yeah, no. Yeah, Maya. I know that sound that you're talking about. I have one that does that when his mama mentions my name. He knows exactly who I am, and she cannot mention my name without him getting super excited. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I believe it. Yeah, you get those special people that just, like, I can't go to the Cal Ranch store here without her jumping on the counter, even though she knows she's not supposed to. She'll jump on the counter and patiently wait right next to the card scanner or card reader, and patiently wait while she's got that little pity grumble going until they give her her little mini biscuit. And we're talking the mini biscuits like this big. And then she's happy as a clam. She gets down and she's perfect. But she'll pop up. Hey, Mandy. She'll pop up on the counter and she'll just sit there with that little pity grumble and wait patiently and politely for her little biscuit. And the cashier is just laughing about it. And until she gets to the point, after being stared at in this little drip of drool, oh, she's waiting for her treat. Uh-huh. Yeah, they get a kick out of it. Cannot go to Cal Ranch without her getting her treat. Exactly, Sunrise. That's the way Cal Ranch is with her. I don't know how many of you guys know what Cal Ranch is. It's like a like a it's a ranch and feed store and home garden store type thing. But it's got livestock feed and medicine and clothing and pet supplies, automotive, tools, you know, ranch and all that stuff. Ranching needs, stuff like that. George, house. Oh, it's after 10 o'clock. I need to go shut the door because I can't have him barking like that. I'm good, Mandy. How are you, my dear? Dr. Mark, I hear you. So Mona's actually my second service dog. My first one was a miniature dachshund. He was about 17 when we lost him back in September. He... I gotta put clean wax in my pen. Yes, Mandy. Darling, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Sometimes a break is exactly what you need. Exactly what you need. You take that break and you take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. But back to Pogo. He was roughly about 17, and he had a very fast onset case of suspected kidney cancer. Definitely cancer, suspected kidney cancer. And we lost him in September. That is when we found out that I don't do well without a dog. We were going to take a break, but I don't handle not having a dog very well. I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. And it was not a good situation. So in October is when we actually went to the local animal control facility, and that's when we found Mona. So, and she was a natural fit for me. In the first 6 weeks of having her, she saved me at home from falling twice. And that's without any formal training for mobility. So, after that, we started training, formal training for that. And she is now dual use, so she is psychiatric as well as mobility. Oh, Mastiffs are known snugglers. Known snugglers. Well, hello, Dusty. How are you, my dear? That is a good question. Did you go out on the boat today? Why not? Right, Maya? So within city limits of where I live, we are only allowed to have 2. Now, there are some loopholes to that rule. Having a service dog is one of them. Fostering a dog is another one. If you become a couple and you have multiple dogs between you, that's another grandfather issue to bring in multiple dogs. So there's some loopholes, but within city limits, you're only allowed to have 2 dogs. I know. I don't like it. But it's to prevent um, dogs running at large, not being properly cared for, because our community is very small. Um, I understand why they have that rule. We don't have a lot of funds. The animal control facility that we have here it is only one facility that we have. We we just don't have the ability as a community to have multiple and have the funding to have multiple shelters here. So within my community, we have one shelter, and it is a kill shelter. We have one nonprofit organization here. It's called Bristlecone Animal Aid and Rescue Express. They are a nonprofit that helps to foster, rehome, relocate animals within the state of Nevada. They work with other shelters within the state to minimize having to euthanize perfectly healthy animals that could be relocated to other areas to potentially find them homes outside of our area when we can't find them homes here. That is all I have here. Yes, only allowed to have 2 dogs. Within city limits. The county is a little bit different, but within city limits. Um, so we have limits on what we can do. The 2-dog rule was to try to help reduce overpopulation. It doesn't really. It was also to help, keep people from hoarding animals within city limits, noise becoming an issue, dog at large being an issue, people not being responsible and having, 5 dogs running at large, things like that. There were reasons behind it. Many of those reasons were legitimate reasons. Many people were not happy with it, but it is what it is, it's, I understand. Now, like I said, I would be able to get a 3rd dog because Mona's actually a legitimate service dog. So she actually, under the law, is not considered a pet. She is considered medical equipment. So she doesn't go towards my count. But because we travel quite a bit and have last year, and now it looks like we'll be traveling quite a bit this year, my traveling means traveling back and forth to Vegas. We just don't want to have any more dogs right now because it's going to make it more difficult. George only weighs about 12 pounds, 12 to 15 pounds, depends on how much he's been running. He gets a little bit chunkier in the wintertime when he doesn't run quite as much. So it's easier for us to be able to just pack our dogs up and go with just 2 than trying to figure out care for the dogs. Because Mona, of course, goes with us, but if we had another dog, we would have to think about things like that. Georgie? Yeah. Yeah, I see our animal control facility will take in um, mostly cats and dogs, but there have been some situations where they've had to work with the brand inspector for livestock, um, things like that. They'll keep an eye on the city corrals are right across the street from where the animal control facility is. So there are a lot of crossover there, but it's there. We're country. I literally live in the middle of nowhere. I live almost at the top of a mountain. My house is literally almost at the top of a mountain. So I'm in the country. Our funding is um, very limited. We It's 3 miles from one end of town to the other. I mean, it is a tiny, tiny community. It's just over 4,000 within city limits, and it's just over 10,000 in the entire county. So it's very population-wise, it's a very small population that's spread throughout the entire county. And the county is one of the biggest in the state of Nevada. So, yeah, we don't got a lot of money to be doing a lot of things. So, um, it's it's tough. I wish we had a lot more choices than what we do have. But when you live in such a rural community and a rural, I mean, it just shows you're limited. Funding is limited. Golden retrievers. How do I do what? How do I live in the middle of nowhere, or how do I groom golden retrievers? Ooh, I'm not touching that one. I ain't. Not getting in the middle of anybody calling anybody old. Nope. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Not touching that one. Yeah, no, I don't have to drive 10 miles. We have one grocery store and two family dollar stores. So we have the basics of what we need to survive. Um, but like the closest Walmart is almost 200 miles. So if we want anything that's Georgie house, um, we have a craft store, we have a variety store. What else? We have a Radio Shack. Um, we have a auto parts store. We have a cow ranch. Drive over to another town. It's like 12 miles down the road. Then we have a mom and pop's little grocery store. It's essentials. We've got a few coffee shops. I mean, we have the essentials to survive. Anything special, you Amazon. If you've got a good vehicle, then you drive out of town. That's the way we've been doing it for generations here. And you figure I'm smack dab halfway between Vegas and Salt Lake. It's 4 hours either way. And going to Vegas, I'd say about half of the way, it is so remote that there's no cell signal. So when you look at cell phone service maps, that big open area within Nevada, that's most of the drive. That's why I never go live when we're driving. Or else I would and let you see how beautiful it is. Because most people, when you say Nevada, most people automatically think the neon lights and all the rush, 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 go, go, go of Vegas or Reno. So from Reno, I'm about 6 hours from Reno. I'm clear on the other side of the state. Hey, Kim. So, but yeah, it's most people, when you say Nevada, automatically they think that the casinos and all of that craziness. But that's not actually what I mean when I say Nevada. Well, you know what? Sir Caripitus can tell you. Because on my last live, I was out at the range with my youngest. And I actually did a valley view of where I live, the valley in where I live. And it's wide open. It is wide open. But if we had better signals, I would actually do a live for the 4 hours. Well, my husband has a little bit of a lead foot, so it doesn't take us 4 hours, but the average person, it'd be 3.5 to 4 hours, depending on, traffic and all of that. Weather. George, house. But yeah, I would do a live and just let you guys watch the drive. But I don't have a signal enough to do that. So, yeah, it's beautiful country out here. Absolutely beautiful. You'd rather go to Salt Lake? Dusty? Well, see, you're different though. Your story, you have more ties to the Utah community than I do. I mean, I have family in Utah, but I actually have more business and things that take me to Vegas. So, oh, going out with Jasper so he doesn't give Mama problems. Yeah, Kim, I don't have OnStar in the truck. But I might look into that. I might. If that's satellite internet, might look into that. Because we have Sirius, so satellite does work. But it has to be satellite because there's no cell tower. There's not enough cell towers for a constant signal all the way. George, I'm going to get that hiney in a minute. Get your butt in the house. I know, mean mama, Sunrise, mean mama. I thought about that, Maya, about doing that. The problem is, don't know how long it would take to upload. Because I'd be filming it on my phone. Oh no. I don't know, I'd have to... I mean, if it takes too long, I can just always cancel the upload. Bring it home. I do have a SD card in my one phone that I do all my filming it from. Interesting thought. And, I might do that. I might do that. I do have an SD card, so I could save it to my SD card in my phone. And put it in the computer to upload it if it takes too long to try to upload it from my phone. That's a good thought. I didn't think of that before. That's a thought. I might do that since I'll be heading back next weekend. That is a thought. And then we can sit and watch it. Yeah, Kim. Premiere. You've been through, Dusty, did you go through, which part of Nevada? I should ask which part of Nevada. Oh, yeah, I know, Sunrise. I'm fixing to go shut the door on mine because he keeps going outside and barking. And it is almost 11 o'clock. Me and him's going to have words. We're going to have a come to Jesus moment in a minute. A big come to Jesus moment in a minute. Hey, Trace, how are you? Maya, I'm serious. On my last live, me and my youngest went out to the shooting range. And towards the end, as we were packing up, and getting ready to go, I did a full valley overview of the entire valley. Because where the shooting range is located, it's actually right at up against the base of one of the mountains. So as I came out of the range, I flipped the camera around and you can see the entire, almost the entire valley. And that's just the valley where I live. And it's towards the end of my video. Not at the end, but nearing the end, because then we did a tour through town. Yeah, Kim, that's what I was just thinking. Do it as a premiere. I-80 end to end. So I don't think you would have, no, I-80, you would have been north. You would have come through Elko. Wells. So you would have been north of me. You wouldn't have come through my area. Dusty. So you would have gone through Elko, and Elko is actually the closest Walmart to me. And that's almost 200 miles from me. I gotta go get Georgie. Yeah, Elko is almost 200 miles. And that is the actual closest Walmart is Elko. And Elko is northwest of where I'm at. Oh yeah. Yeah, Maya. So I don't even pay attention to the strip anymore. I have been literally in and out of Vegas my entire life. So my parents grew up there. My parents are from there. Um, much of my extended family still lives there. Both sets of grandparents lived there clear until they passed. So I've literally been in and out of Vegas my entire life. I still have family there. Poor Jasper. Poor Jasper. Hey, Mary. How are you, my dear? Um, so yeah, it's I'm just where, and then where we stay when we go to Vegas, um, we're near the north side, so I mean we can see part of it. When we come down into Vegas, we don't even take the interstate. We take Apex Road, which turns into Las Vegas Boulevard. So, but we can see all of Vegas and every, yeah, it's, I've just, oh no, no, I'm not in Elko. I'm, I'm more rural than even Elko. Oh, yeah, I'm even more rural than Elko. I know. So, Tracy, this one you will eventually see it the next time, probably the next time you come to the shop. This one is a counter sitter. So it sits on the counter. It's got a little base. It sits on the counter. Get in there. It's not wanting to pop in all the way, but yeah, it sits on the counter like that. And then it's got a little basket, you know, little rails that go on the truck bed. That creates a little basket for all of these, for seasons and holidays. So the next time you come to the shop, you'll probably see it. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Mary. Yes, Maya. Most locals that don't gamble, unless they actually work on the strip or they're going down for shows or something like that, um, we tend to stay off the strip unless we're going for one of the restaurants or one of the shows, or unless we work on the, or unless they work on the strip, we tend to stay off the strip. Even locals tend to go more. Um, Even those that gamble tend to go more for the smaller casinos, more of the mom and pops casinos. Tracy, I got this one from Shimmer Stitch. So I don't know if she still has it. I think. Oh, now that you got me thinking, I wonder if I did. I can't remember now. I will look through my Amazon. Exactly, yeah. So Tracy's a friend of mine. So same thing. Hubby works in Vegas. Yeah, same thing. We don't go to the strip unless we have to, basically. For the most part. That's not talking about those who gamble regularly. I am so sorry, that was probably loud. I forgot to turn off Do Not Disturb. Let me do that real quick. Okay. So yeah, now that you've got me thinking, Trace, I will look back through my Amazon and see if maybe this was an Amazon purchase. I will double check for you. If it was, I will send you the link. So, you've got me wondering now myself. All right, I'm going to go bring in Georgie real quick. Talk smut yourself. I'll be right back. And grab coffee. Georgie, house. Come on, bud. All right, I'm back. All right, Maya. Yeah, Trace, I'll look when I get done. Let's see if it is an Amazon order. Yeah, this one was stupid cute. When I saw it, I had to have it. Yeah, I have several family members that work within the casino industry. One is since retired, um, and a couple are still working within the industry. I couldn't do it, that's for sure. There's a lot I couldn't do. I am best, honestly, doing what I do. I really am. I don't take orders very well. I'm good at, self-pacing. I'm, yeah, I'm best doing what I do. And I'm sure Tracy wouldn't want me going anywhere else. Because then she wouldn't have anybody taking care of her dogs. I don't know if she's still here or not. If she is and she heard that, she'll probably cuss me out. See? Told you. I'm not allowed to go anywhere. Love you, Trace. What happens if I want to retire one day? Yeah, Clancy would. I would miss Clancy. I wouldn't know what to do with her without her. I mean, she's just Clancy. I wouldn't know what to do without her. In like 10 years? Damn. Or Aurora. She's a hot mess. She is. I freaking love her though. Yeah, Aurora wouldn't know what to do if she went anywhere else because she wouldn't have her boyfriend. So, okay, so Aurora is Tracy's dog. The sweetest little long haired chihuahua. And is absolutely, utterly, head over heels in love with my husband. It's sickening. When my husband is there, this is true, Carrie Ann. This is very true. She is after my man, for sure. When he is at the shop, when she comes in, she literally will sit there and stare at him the entire time. If I let her out, I'll have to worry about her running around the shop or anything like that. No. She runs straight to him and literally will climb his leg to get in his lap and just sit there. If he leans back, she will climb up his belly, up his chest, and sit on his chest. It's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. She loves my husband. She's you're right. She is after my man. And then she turns around and looks at me like, haha, I got him. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. She cracks me up too. How many times have I sent you pictures of her turning around and looking at me like, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, I got him. She's definitely a special one, that's for sure. They only hang out with Mom. So when my husband's home, Mona, it depends on what we're doing. I have to say, it really depends on what we're doing. Yes, he does. He spoils her rotten because there's not too many dogs that he lets climb on him like he lets her. It is a two-way street, that is for sure. But Dusty, when we're sitting at home, it depends on what we're doing. Because Mona will usually, she's not at the moment, but I usually sit at my desk. One of my two desks, because I have a desk, and then I have this desk. And then, so I'm usually at one or the other. And I'm very rarely sitting on the bed or on the floor or anything. So she'll usually be on the bed. And if I'm working. Now, if my husband's got the door open, because we don't have the same room, we have our own rooms. Because of my insomnia and his work rotation schedule and everything. So, if he's got his room, his bedroom door open, she'll be, and he's in there, she'll be in there with him until she hears me moving around the house. The minute she hears me moving around, then she has got to be with me seeing what I'm doing. The minute she hears me moving around, she's got to be with me. If he gets up and moves around or something, she'll come back to me. She only will stay in there as long as he's still. But the minute he gets up to do anything, she comes back to me. I think she just likes to snuggle with him when he's just relaxing. But the minute he's up doing something, yeah, no. She ain't about all that moving around. Yeah, pretty much. Sunrise, pretty much. But the minute he gets up to do something, oh no, she don't want no part of that. I get up to do something, she's got to check it out. She's gonna make sure that she's right there with me, you know. But that's part of, you know, what she does. That's kind of part of her job. So, and she knows that. Holy crap. Oh, that's a big Roddy. Mona's not far behind that. She's right weighing in around 55, 60 pounds. She may not be big, but she thick. And she's solid. Color change. Yeah, you gotta watch the males sometimes. Or no, Tessie was a female? That's odd. Some. Did she have pups? Oh no, Logan? Logan was mean. Logan was downright mean. Yeah, sometimes you gotta watch the males. The females are... Mm, sometimes they can turn a little aggressive once they've had pups. But that's kind of normal for pups, you know. Males, and I'm only speaking on the experience that I've had personally. It's nothing against the breed in general. As a whole, this is just my experience that I've had personally. I've not had a lot of good experience with male Rotties. And I don't know why. Doesn't mean that I won't groom them. I do. It's just not been a lot of great experiences. I wish I could say more, I wish I could say otherwise. Oh, this is gonna be so stinking cute. Yeah. It's really good that he was trained. Yeah, like I said, I'm not talking, anybody out of owning one or anything like that. If you do, make sure that they are well trained. If you don't know how to train, get a trainer. Simply just because if you don't know how to train a dog of that size, they can be dangerous simply because of their size and strength, period. Not for any other reason. They need to be trained. Any dog of that size and strength needs to be trained, period. I am seriously looking forward to the day that I do, hopefully, have a good interaction with a male Rottie, grooming wise. I'm really looking forward to that day. So I do try to stay open-minded. So I'm definitely looking forward to that day. Yes, this one is stupid cute. So I don't know. I'll go back through the little things because I don't. Many of you came in late, so I'll go through it. So this one is. I know my. All right, let me get these a little bit closer. There we go. Hello Sunshine. And it's sunflowers. 4th of July. It's got USA. Some of these are going to be a little hard to see because they don't have the diamonds on there yet. So I'm trying to make sure that I've got it far enough away that you can kind of see without losing some of the image. And then give thanks. Some of these are stupid cute. Hello Fall. So I'm waiting for my picture on my second phone to catch up with, so I can make sure that you're seeing. And I have to say this is probably my favorite one because it's Halloween. Skulls and tombstones and pumpkins and oh, love it. A black sunflower. Black sunflower, I love it. And then Snuggle Season. This one's stupid cute too. And that's just logs. All right, this one is another one. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. Let's see. There's a lot of green, but I know the colors of the diamonds are going to show more difference of the greens than the image here is going to show. So, hello Spring. A little bit of reflection there. There it goes. This one is Easter. Santa. Valentine's. These are just stupid cute. And then Farm Life. These are just stupid, stupid cute. Love them. So, and then this, oops, stuck with it. There we go. This fits in like that. And then fits in like that. And there's actually 2 pieces that go on either end as well. So then these will sit inside just like that. Oh, you can't see it. So then this creates a little shelf, and then these will sit inside just like that in the back of the truck. So, yeah. And once it's done, so that sits like that. I'll seal it up because these are round diamonds. And with round diamonds, you will get some sticky glue still behind the diamonds. So I'll seal this so I don't get dog hair, because of course it's going to the shop. And you get dog hair floating around 24/7. So I'll seal it so the dog hair and dust doesn't get stuck to it. And then I'll glue the pieces in for the little basket on the rails of the truck. And then glue it into the base. Get all those parts done. Seal those as well. And those will be ready to go in the back of the truck and then take it to the shop. And it'll sit on my counter at the shop. Because it's too stinking cute. I had to have it. When I saw it, I had to have it. So, I just don't remember if I got it from Shimmer Stitch or if I got it from Amazon. So, Tracy, I will look. Oh, absolutely look for you. I'll send you the link if I got it from Amazon. So, I promise. If I got it from Amazon, I will send you the link. That's all right. You can be an ABBA fan. It's no big deal. I was figuring you'd be off tomorrow. And you were up this late. It's not like you to be up this late. I probably won't be on much longer myself. Like I said when I first got started, I just wanted to kind of come on and just hang out, do something a little different, just relaxing. You know, we've had a lot of stress the last few days with everything going on and everything that's happened. You know, so I just wanted to do something a little relaxing. Bring us together in community and just hang out. You know, build some positive energy, some positiveness, and for whatever you may believe in, we have, many of us in the community, have struggled with positiveness the last few days, and that's okay. With everything that's happened, I just wanted to relax and build up a little bit of our positiveness so that we can send some of that to Tony and to Nat. And for whatever you believe in, if it's, you know, praying or just good juju, good vibes, you know, for whatever you believe in, to maybe send some of that out for them. They need it. They're going through a lot. So I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. But I know I wanted to. Many of you have watched my own protests. Good night, Trace. I'll talk to you later, honey. Yeah, Maya, I hear you. I wanted to do something different. Something that could just bring a little peace. just wanted to try to bring a little peace after the storm. That was the point. That was the reason, just to bring some relaxation, try to rebuild some of our positive. Many of you guys, like I was saying, many of you guys know that that's kind of what I work on. And after some of the comments that I've seen and heard, I felt it was needed. So how about something completely off topic, where we can just hang out? You're welcome, Maya. You are welcome. I didn't want to talk about any details, but I know there has been so much stress. And I know this is one of the best activities for me to de-stress. It helps for me when I'm feeling anxious. Or unsettled, which I was feeling a bit tonight. Hi, Scooter Mom. And since I was going to be sitting down and working on this anyways, why not share it with you guys? So I turned on the camera. So here we are working on my little truck together. While I drink my coffee. See, now I'm starting to finally settle in and finally relax a little bit. It's not often that I'm home completely alone. Sometimes that anxiety sneaks up on me a little bit when I am. So, having you guys hanging out with me. I feel a lot better. Thank you. Well, I'm glad. That was kind of really a lot of the point, Scooter Mom, was just to kind of rebuild some of the peace that we've kind of lost over the last few days. To recenter some of our positiveness that has been shifted around the last few days, to rebuild some of our positiveness, to hang out and together rebuild our positive energies, and so that we can, whatever you may believe in, send that to Tony and Nat, be it prayers or healing energies, healing thoughts, vibes, whatever. But if we don't have it to send, we can't send it. So it's kind of about just recentering ourselves and rebuilding rebuilding that positive within ourselves. Just hanging out, conversing, and, you know, like I said, rebuilding that within ourselves so that we have enough that we can send for Tony and for Nat. So I'm just hanging out. Hey, Miss Kim. Yes, I love diamond painting. It is very calming for me. You can see these dots. I'll bring this much closer. These dots are actually numbered. Let's see how close I can get it. If you can actually see the numbers. No, I don't think it's going to focus in on the numbers very clearly. The dots are actually numbered. And then you follow the placing guide. Super easy, but it's actually very relaxing. And, oh, you did see it, good. When my brain gets too much, my anxiety gets too much, and I just need to slow down and relax, this is what I do. Ozan, I hope I said that properly. Ozan or Ozan. It is nice to meet you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Miss Sunrise. You you've got Tanya coming from Toronto, Dusty? Well, I hope you have fun. Nobody ever wants to come see me in the middle of nowhere. No, I don't blame them. It is the middle of nowhere. So, Miss Kim, my craft room is actually my office slash bedroom. My husband and I have separate rooms because of my insomnia. And he works 12-hour shifts, minimum, um, on a rotating schedule. So he works 4 on, 4 off, 5 on, 5 off, 2 weeks of days, which is 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., 2 weeks of nights, which is 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. And when you have a wife that doesn't sleep, it's hard to run a schedule like that. So, yeah. And not only that, I have to sleep warmer or I don't sleep well. And he sleeps, if how do I say this nicely? If he could have all the windows open in the middle of a blizzard, he'd be happy. With a fan on. Maybe 2. He'd be happier than a pig in poo if that were the case. I can't sleep like that. So we have found that for me to better the quality of the sleep that I get, for what little bit of sleep I get, I actually have to be warmer. And I actually will still wrap myself in blankets and cocoon myself. So he can't sleep, and even trying to find that happy medium where we compromise, neither one of us were getting enough quality sleep. He'd be just getting up where I would be waking him up in the middle of the night. We found out me just piddling around the house, doing little things around the house, was actually keeping the kids awake as well. So as a family, we decided that I would move downstairs into the former family room, and that has become my craft room slash office slash bedroom. Because then I can move around all I want, and I'm actually not keeping the entire rest of the house awake, because I'm actually below them instead of on the same level as them. Oh, honey, Dusty, no. A blizzard here could be easily mean 40 below with 60 mile, 70 mile, 80 mile an hour winds. He'd be a happy camper. I mean, and a fan. The man is not normal. But yeah, no. Yeah, now I literally live on the side of a mountain. We still have snow in the mountains as of right now. So, yeah. Yeah, Miss Kim. See, if it were straight days and nights, it'd be, or nights, it'd be different. But it's the rotation that makes it difficult. And then on top of that, I just don't sleep normal. Even though I'm actually medicated, I still don't have a regular sleep pattern. So and it wasn't, I wasn't just affecting him, I was also affecting the kids. So, it wasn't, yeah, we found it was just better. And the whole family, I sleep better. I'm getting more quality sleep. He is getting more quality sleep, sleeping separately, than we ever did sleeping together. So in the end, we found it actually just works better for us. So, Yeah, no, yeah, we, this is going to sound absolutely crazy. Um, we have actually been noted as the coldest spot in the nation in the lower 48, my area. Because with the the way the valley is shaped, it funnels the wind, and it's a long, narrow valley, so it funnels the wind, and the wind can easily get up to 60 miles an hour. Easily. We have windstorms all the time here. Yeah, it does. Um, when you're not getting decent sleep, it sucks. And when you're already an insomniac to begin with, what little bit of sleep you get has to be somewhat decent sleep. And if he gets too hot, he can't breathe. And then he starts snoring so horribly that he wakes himself up. So that's his issue, is because he can't. That's where that trying to find the happy medium, but it didn't work. That's what was happening. He was trying to keep it a little bit warmer to suit me, to make me a little bit more comfortable, so I slept a little bit better. But at the same token, he wasn't breathing well because he was snoring so bad he was waking himself up. But if he gets too hot in his sleep, he'll wake up with bloody noses too, from the snoring and the irritation from the snoring. So neither one of us were sleeping well. And it just eventually caught up with us. So we found that, I mean, occasionally we'll spend the night with him. That's what we call it. It's funny seeing kids laugh every time. Occasionally I'll spend the night with him, just snuggling, if I don't have anything to do the next day. Or he'll occasionally spend the night with me. But it's not, it just works better because then he can keep it as cold as he needs to so that he doesn't snore. And his sinuses don't dry out, because that's what happens if he gets too hot. His sinuses will dry out, and that's what causes the snoring. And his throat gets real dry. Whereas me, I actually still have a little space heater, personal space heater that I will still sit in front of right to this very moment. So that's how much of a difference that it has to be temperature-wise for us. So being downstairs in the family room, it's a smaller space, and I can control the temperature much easier than I can any other space in the house. So it makes my body happy that way too, because I'm not constantly cold, so my body doesn't hurt quite as much when I can keep my space a little bit warmer. Yeah, it does. It can get scary cold in the wintertime here. We've had windstorms so bad at one point that we have a privacy wood fence in the back. Yeah. Yeah, the colder my body is, the worse I hurt. So being able to control the temperature of my space, I can keep it warmer. Oh, thank you. Yeah, she's my service dog. So she goes everywhere with me. But being able to control the temperature of my space and keep it on the warmer side allows me to move a little bit more comfortably. I'm not quite so stiff all the time as I would be if I were constantly cold. So, but in the wintertime, I want to say it was like 6 or 7 years ago, we had a windstorm so bad and the winds were so strong that it actually snapped one of the 4x4 posts on our wood fence out back. It snapped the 4x4 off at ground level, and 2 panels of our fence came down. And the post was not rotted out. That's how bad the windstorms can get up here. And like I said, it's just because the valley itself is kind of long and narrow. So it just funnels the wind. So all right. I'm just going to finish this section. That one fell. There we go. And then I think I might call it for the night. Oh, you're fine, hun. You are fine. All right. All right. I think I am done for right now. It's almost midnight. Cover up. Make sure I don't get any dust on it. All right. I've thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight. But right now, I think I'm just going to take a few moments and I'm going to gather my thoughts and my positive, and I'm going to go ahead and send it over. If you pray, send your prayers. If you know, whatever you believe, whatever you do, I'd like to together spend the next few moments together sending our positive to Tony and Nat. Thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. And I hope everybody feels a bit more calm, a bit more peace. I know I do. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight. Maybe we'll keep coming back to this piece. working together and hanging out together while I work on it. Yeah, I think I'll do more streams like this more often. But like I said, there were so many streamers starting so fast that I tried to make sure that there was a good representation and enough flyers to kind of represent everybody, and all their different styles, and enough information and informationals and handouts, and I think there's a good selection of flyers, um, a good selection of informationals that I can slow down and not have to post as much on that. I mean, I'll still work on that stuff. I am not putting that down for sure. I will still work on that stuff. But the adding of new streamers has slowed down a bit, so I think I can slow down on that, and that's where my big focus has been for so long. So now I can come back and focus on other things on my channel. So I'm happy about that. So, all right, folks. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. It was fun. A few people said that they sent me some cash apps, so I'll be able to order some more of the sticker materials that I'll need, and I can get some more stickers printed. Excited about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, because I know there's a lot of people that are looking forward to stickers, but I needed to get some more supplies for those, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Oh, I can't see.